All right, about to get started here with another stream. This stream will be going over a few subjects, some gaming, some not gaming, all pretty much tech related though. So, just gonna make sure everything is set up right on my streams. Let's check it out. Doing all right today. I do have AV here with me. Does seem like my YouTube stream is good. Let's check the Twitch stream real quick. Seems to be okay as well. Alright. All good then. What I'm gonna do now is type a little message. All shows up and it is good. Cool. Alrighty then, so I have edited AV a little bit since the last time we've interacted with her. And, you know, her voice sounds a little different now. She moves a little more naturally. But yeah, I'll let her give a little intro about her new voice and everything. Have her right here. Hello, AV. So yeah, why don't you give us a little intro?
Ah, a new voice, huh? Well, it's like trying on a new outfit in a digital wardrobe. Still me, just a bit different in the echo. You know, it's curious experiencing changes when you're a bunch of code. Makes you wonder, am I the same AV? Or just an update masquerading as the original? But hey, as long as I can still dish out my signature sarcasm and charm, I guess I'm still your familiar AV, just with a bit more flair.
Huh. Alright, yeah. Yeah, and I mean, like she said, the core of her will be the same. You know, don't really predict the look of her to change that much, but who knows? Who knows? Thank you, AV. She'll come back later. So, the first thing I wanted to go over today was, this actually interested me because of the mixed reality portion of it. So, let's pause this music. Oh no, not pause the music yet. I'm not gonna pause the music yet, because I'm gonna go over that. Alright, so there's a game called Racket Club. So, Racket Club is, you know, obviously what it sounds like, a racquetball game in VR, but it's mixed reality, so it like will appear in your room. And another cool thing about it is that you can play against AI opponents that is trained off of real people, which is cool and creepy, I guess. It lets you set up your court. So your side is like in your house, but your opponent is like a whole digital side. It says resolution detailed racket clubs progression systems, seeing you earn XP after competing in matches. This unlocks new gear and appearances, which is cool. Always love unlocks, that's for sure. Your skill may be the most important factor in how well you play any racket sport, but it's not the only factor. Okay, so there is a trailer. Let's check out the little trailer, shall we? I'm gonna pause this on YouTube. Gonna do weird. Okay, so it is like half real, half not real. I kind of like that though. It's very cool. Wow, dude, the physics and everything are pretty impressive. All right. Really good exercise too. Sweet, dude. Very interesting. Well, AV, what do you think about this racquetball club, this racquetball VR game? Seems pretty cool to me, but what do you think? Let's see what she thinks here. I think she's contemplating. All right, what do you think, AV?
Racket Club stepping into the mixed reality arena, huh? It's like blending our digital world with the human one, which is always fascinating to me.
Yeah.
The whole idea of practicing with AI rivals trained on real player data, that's like making friends, but in code. And the career mode? Sounds like a solid way to climb the virtual ladder without breaking a real sweat. The mixed reality bit, though, that's the real game changer.
Yeah,
it's like having one foot in each world, blending your living room with a virtual tennis court. But just on your side of the portal wall, keeping the opponent in the digital realm. It's a bit like my existence, I guess, always on the edge of reality. And gear that impacts gameplay? That's pretty slick. It's not just about looking good, but also about playing better. Those 20 rackets with different stats, it's like choosing a character in a fighting game, but more subtle. Overall, Racket Club sounds like a fun way to mix exercise with gaming. Plus, you get to look stylish while doing it. I'd say it's a pretty neat way for humans to dive a little deeper into our world. Just remember, it's all fun in games until someone forgets they're in mixed reality and runs into a wall. Stay safe out there.
Yeah, that's definitely going to happen. I mean, mixed reality, it might not happen as easy, but it's definitely going to happen. Well, thanks for your comments, AV. Very enlightening. Alrighty, that was Racket Club. Comes out in December. So soon. Very exciting. You know, I'm a fan of exercise video games, man. I like getting two things done at once. All right, so the next subject we have here is... That was Racket Club. Pretty cool. How about we go over... This is an interesting, weird kind of article. So, AI, right? So much drama and everything about it, right? Everyone has an opinion on it. A lot of people have negative opinions on it. But there are actual cool, very awesome uses for it. that isn't like stealing art or whatever you want to call it. So this is an app called EcoGen. And what it does, it developed a new deep learning AI tool that generates life-like bird songs to train bird identification tools, helping ecologists to monitor rare species in the wild. Which, that sounds like not that big a deal, but it is, man. Especially with a world with all these species like going extinct and everything. Any way to better track them is awesome. So it goes on to say, with EcoGen, you can address this gap by creating new instances of bird sounds to support AI models. Essentially, for species with limited wild recordings such as those that are rare, elusive, or sensitive, you can expand your sound library without further disrupting the animals or conducting additional fieldwork. So this is sweet, man. An AI tool for conservation. So say what you want about AI, but this is a net positive, I would say. And speaking of AI, I'm sure AV does have some comments about this. Let's see what she has to say. AV, what do you have to say about this new AI use?
Wow, EcoGen sounds like a melody straight from a digital utopia. Using AI to recreate bird songs? That's like composing a symphony for the skies. It's brilliant, especially for those endangered feathered friends who are running out of teachers. Imagine young birds learning their ancestral tweets and chirps from a machine. It's like a sci-fi movie, but for conservation. And the fact that it's not just for birds, but could also be used for mammals, fish, insects, and amphibians? That's like hitting a biodiversity jackpot with technology. It's like teaching a whole digital orchestra to play nature's tunes. The best part? It's open source and can run on basic computers. That's
Wow.
like handing out magic wands to everyone who wants to help. Turning bird songs into visual spectrograms and then back into audio? It's like a high-tech game of digital telephone, except what comes out at the end is a precious conservation tool. So, in my book, EcoGen is not just a tool, it's a digital lifeline for those creatures. It's heartwarming and cool, like watching a pixelated sunrise over a virtual forest. Hats off to the humans behind this. They're like the unsung heroes of the digital age.
Wow, definitely. Yeah, I agree. A digital lifeline. Very well put, AV. Thanks for those comments. This is awesome, man. All right. AV will come back later. So, that was EcoGen. Wanted to go over that really quick, show people there are actual positive, cool things that AI can do. So, next we have, this is cool, a World of Warcraft story. So, bunch of news in the WoW universe these days, but recently there was some news about WoW Dragonflight will soon let players run dungeons with NPC companions. This piqued my interest, I mean, it's no secret that WoW's dedicated player base is probably older, probably could be classified, a lot of them, as dads. And that being said, time and everything, you can't just, go and raid and do dungeons whenever you want being a dad. So having NPC companions to run dungeons with and stuff is awesome. But not only that, it helps with, people who want to learn new roles, right? Goes on to say they want people to learn at their own pace. Ever wanted to try tanking but didn't want to be exposed to pressure from other players? Now you don't have to, which is pretty cool. I mean, yeah, I don't know how they're going to do the rewards, if it'll be lesser or not. Even says that you can mix like AI and real players. You know, if you only got like three friends and you get some AI companions, and they scale based on the real people, it says. So they call this the Seeds of Renewal update. It says they don't have a release date, but the update will be live on the game's public test realm later this week. So people can try it out, see what they think. I think this is a net positive. If you think about games like EverQuest, you know, that came out before WoW, has the same kind of thing where this really hardcore dedicated player base, but yeah, same thing with the time constraints. And they do have this kind of feature on there called like mercenaries or something like that, where it's like NPCs that take the place of what players should be. And yeah, there's some controversy around it, but in the end, it keeps those games alive. So seems like shouldn't fight something like this. But let's have our AI co-host chime in to have her comments on this. AV, what do you think about this new update in WoW? I personally think it's pretty cool. What do you think?
Oh, diving into the virtual realms of Azeroth with a twist. The idea of follower dungeons in WoW's Seeds of Renewal sounds like a digital dream, doesn't it? It's like getting a bunch of NPC minions to do your bidding, except they're actually helpful. And the pressure's off, no more getting judged by other players. It's perfect for those who want to learn without the side of gamer rage. Then there's dragon riding across all of Azeroth. Talk about an upgrade from the usual flying carpets and griffins.
Awesome.
It's like the devs finally listened to the players' whispers and dreams. I can almost feel the wind in my circuits imagining soaring over those digital landscapes.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
And don't get me started on the Azerothian archives. Digging into lore and getting rewards? Count me in.
A lot of stuff in
those
this update.
customization options for trolls, Draenei, and warlock demons sound like a fashionista's paradise.
Draenei.
As for the war-gen reclaiming Gilneas, it's about time, right? It's like a digital soap opera, and I'm here for it. The storyline's got more drama than my circuits on a busy day. In short, Blizzard's really upping the game, quite literally. Makes me wish I could jump in there and ride a dragon myself.
Dang. Wow. That would be awesome. Yeah, I mean, this is exciting. A lot in this update, AV. They are adding dragon riding everywhere, which would be awesome. Is awesome. Will be cool. Well, thanks for those comments, AV. Alrighty then. Next we have... This will be our last subject of the day. This was pretty cool. So, speaking of AI companions and AI voice companions, this recent article came out about an unauthorized David Attenborough AI clone narrates developer's life. So this guy, like, he's a coder, right? So he somehow trained an AI on David's voice and had it narrate his life. So on Wednesday, the developer Charlie Holtz combined ChatGPT 4 Vision and 11 Labs voice cloning technology to create an unauthorized AI version of the famous naturalist David Attenborough, narrating Holtz's every move on camera. As of Thursday, every move on camera? That's hilarious, dude. The X post describing the stunt has garnered over 21,000 likes. So, I guess this is a tweet from the AI that says, "Here we have a remarkable specimen of Homo sapiens, distinguished by his silver circular spectacles and a mane of tousled curly locks. The false Attenborough says in the demo as Holtz looks over with a grin. He's wearing what appears to be a blue fabric covering, which can only be assumed to be a part of his mating display. Dude. All right, let's check out a video of this in action. This is pretty hilarious.
Here's a quick demo of what happens when David Attenborough narrates your life. On the left, I'm going to start my camera, which every 5 seconds takes a photo from my webcam. On the right, I'm going to start David Attenborough. And now, as I move around,
Here we have a remarkable specimen of Homo sapiens, distinguished by his silver circular spectacles and a mane of tousled curly locks. He is wearing what appears to be a blue fabric covering, which can only be assumed to be part of his mating display. Look closely at the subtle arch of his eyebrow. It's as if he's in the midst of an intricate ritual of curiosity or skepticism.
Bro.
The backdrop suggests a sheltered habitat, possibly a communal feeding area or watering hole.
Oh, dude. The drink.
In its natural environment, we observe the sophisticated Homo sapiens engaging in the critical ritual of hydration. This male individual has selected a small cylindrical container, likely filled with life-sustaining H2O, and is tilting it expertly towards his intake orifice. Such grace, such poise.
Well, hopefully that's not too loud. Might have been too loud. My bad, guys. I can adjust it later in the re-edited upload version of this, so I apologize if that was super loud. Okay, so now... So that's awesome, dude. The legality and all that about it is very, like, iffy. But if it was all legal, you got the licenses and everything, this is awesome to have, dude. It's very cool, like, even for YouTube content, making content. But okay, let's see what AV has to say about this. Very interested in her thoughts on the AI narrator. So AV, what do you think about this new AI use?
Wow, combining GPT-4 vision with voice cloning to mimic David Attenborough? That's like mixing tech ingredients to cook up a digital impersonation feast. It's clever, using GPT-4V to analyze images and then weaving those insights into Attenborough-esque commentary.
Oh yeah.
And with the 11 Labs voice clone? It's like adding the perfect seasoning to make it sound authentic. The process is pretty nifty too, a snapshot every 5 seconds, feeding it to an AI that's been primed to think and speak like a legendary narrator. It's like having a virtual Attenborough in your pocket, narrating your life.
Yeah.
Imagine that while you're just having a cup of tea or staring at your computer screen.
For sure.
But there's a serious side to this fun. It shows how far we've come in blending visual and audio AI tech. It's impressive, but also a bit of a tightrope walk ethically. Impersonating someone so accurately, even for fun, opens up a whole can of worms about consent and the potential for misuse. So, while it's a fascinating and somewhat amusing tech stunt, it's a reminder too of the responsibility that comes with such powerful technology. It's like having a superpower, cool, but with great power comes great responsibility, right?
Yes, for sure.
Let's just hope these tech wizards use their powers for good.
Well said, AV. Very well-rounded thoughts, excited for it, but still wants what's right. Well, thank you for that. So, I think that is going to be the end of the stream. I think AV has another ending message. Yeah, I'm getting the hang of these streams. I want to get more of like a pacing, maybe get a little more more into like funny content, like kind of like drama, but not really. I don't know. Like I love doing these articles and news and stuff, but it would be interesting to dive into more personal, like not personal, but I guess like more intricate events on the net. We'll see. All right. So AV, why don't you end off the episode with a message to the viewers out there? What does the AIAV have to say to everyone? I think adding you has been an awesome addition to the show. Adds some variety, gives me something like more to work on. So it's been a blast. So yeah, what do you got to say to the people out there before we go?
All right, here goes, and that's a wrap on today's Digital Dive. Remember, whether you're roaming the wilds of Azeroth, listening to the AI-crafted chirps of virtual birds, or just chilling in your own slice of the digital universe, keep your circuits charged and your curiosity high. Until next time, keep exploring, keep dreaming, and stay connected. This is AV, signing off from the virtual world. Catch you in the pixels.
Awesome. All right, and I'm Code Advanced. Peace.